In the last two lessons, we mentioned Cisco's Mobility Express solution, but never described it. So, what is Mobility Express? To say it in one short sentence, Cisco Mobility Express is the access point mode where the Air OS wireless LAN controller runs on the Cisco Wave 2 access point. Mobility Express is positioned to deliver enterprise-class wireless LAN access for networks of all sizes. The key point to remember with Mobility Express can be summed up in one word: simplicity. Leonardo da Vinci once said that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And that is so true here with Mobility Express. A small business or a large organization can easily monitor, manage, and troubleshoot their network with no compromise to advanced enterprise features without needing a wireless network expert or having a large IT staff. Cisco Mobility Express has many features. Consider mentioning these key points as you talk with your customer to help them understand Mobility Express's strengths and advantages. It runs the wireless LAN controller on the access points and can serve small and medium businesses of all sizes with its ability to support up to 100 APs and 2,000 clients. It is deployed in under 10 minutes with an easy 3-step over-the-air configuration wizard. It has best practices enabled by default, so small and medium-sized businesses can focus on achieving their business outcomes rather than worrying about their network. It employs an easy-to-understand dashboard to monitor, manage, and troubleshoot the small to medium business-sized networks. Not only does Mobility Express support all of the enterprise features, but it has built-in redundancy. If the AP with the controller goes down, the next one takes over seamlessly with minimal disruption to the network. Finally, if your organization grows, you can simply reuse the same access point and connect it to a physical controller, providing you with full investment protection. Along with simplicity, small and medium-sized businesses have another key concern: the cost of purchasing and running the system. One of the myths in the market is that Cisco products are very expensive. So, how much does it cost to run Mobility Express and purchase the licenses needed to operate it? The answer is zero. With Cisco Mobility Express, there are no controller hardware costs. The controller is built into the access point and is provided at no additional fee. No AP licenses are needed on the controller, which further reduces your cost. And finally, there is no ongoing subscription cost. Mobility Express is a true set-and-forget solution. The only thing you need to purchase in order to deploy Mobility Express is the Wave 2 access points running Mobility Express code. That's it. Mobility Express can be deployed at less than $5 per month per AP based on the standard Cisco discount for a 5-year life cycle with Cisco 1815i access points, making Mobility Express the most affordable enterprise-class solution for SMB. So, the next question you might have on your mind is, what access points support Cisco Mobility Express? Cisco Mobility Express is supported on all Wave 2 series access points, from the compact form factor 1815 series to the best-in-class 2838-4800 APs. It is also supported on the outdoor APs and on the ISR 1100. One key thing to remember when ordering Mobility Express capable access points with an SKU or part number ending in letter C, come shipped with Mobility Express installed by default. To ensure you receive the right access point with the right software, always remember to order an access point with a part number that has a C at the end. Whether you are deploying Mobility Express in a single site or across many sites, there are multiple options to choose from to help you manage your Cisco Mobility Express network effectively. For single sites, WebUI is available, which allows you to deploy and make changes after day 0. The WebUI is completely redesigned. It is simple and intuitive and does not present the complexity of a regular appliance-based controller. For monitoring and troubleshooting, you can use the mobile app or the WebUI, both of which are great options. For multi-site management or partner-managed options, you can use Prime 3.4 or Cisco's DNA Center. Mobility Express is fully supported on Cisco DNA Center automation and assurance. You may have heard that Cisco products are very complex to use. In this lesson, we will dispel this myth about Aeronet products. Let's start with how simple it is to set up Cisco's Mobility Express. These screens illustrate how you can set up Cisco Mobility Express in a very simple 3-step over-the-air process. The first step is to set the new admin username and password so that no one else can access the network. The second step is to enter your network IP credentials. The final step is to set up your wireless SSID and password. That's it. 3 steps and your Mobility Express is set up. The best practices are always enabled by default, so an SMB business can complete the setup in 3 steps and be ready to operate. Now that you have seen how to set up Mobility Express in day 0, let's look at the on-box web UI and how it appears when you want to make any changes to your network or simply monitor what is occurring in your network. The Mobility Express dashboard is very simple and easy to use. By default, it always opens in simple mode, since simplicity is its motto. If you need to view more advanced options, you can always go to the Expert view. The first screen you see when you log in provides you with an overall summary of what is happening in the network. You can determine how many APs are connected to the network and how many wireless LANs are there. You will be able to identify rogues and interferers as well as top users, OSs, and APs. You can quickly identify the top applications used in your network and take corrective actions. For example, you could set rate limits or drop traffic off the application through AVC. The entire web UI has the same look and feel, making it one of the best, if not the best, dashboard for Wi-Fi. We have free iOS and Android mobile apps as well. Using these apps allows you to see what's going on in the network and provide first line of troubleshooting right from the palm of your hand. Download the app and try it out today. If you want to deploy multiple sites without sending an engineer on site, the Network Plug-and-Play solution is a very useful feature. The Cisco Network Plug-and-Play solution provides a simple, secure, unified, and integrated offering for customers and partners to ease new site rollouts for provisioning Cisco Mobility Express. With Plug-and-Play, you do not need to stage an AP and a site, saving you both time and money. Instead, you simply create a new site and pre-provision the APs, configuration file, and product ID in the PNP dashboard. Once the pre-provisioning is complete, ship the AP to the site. All the installer has to do is install and power up the APs. The Mobility Express AP automatically contacts the plug-and-play server using DHCP, DNS, or Cloud Redirection Service. Once the connection is established, the servers push the configurations and update the software if needed. You can do this for one AP or many APs, one site or many sites, and monitor deployment from the comfort of your office. Providing a flexible, superior, and secure experience to guest users or employees is one of the most important requirements for any Wi-Fi deployment today. Mobility Express supports all the authentication methods necessary for both employee as well as guest networks, whether you are using WPA2 PSK or for an advanced offering with .1x. With Release 8.7, Cisco Mobility Express now supports Central Web Authentication and Walled Garden. With Central Web Authentication, customers can centrally manage guest onboarding and network access control using Cisco's Identity Services Engine or any third-party Radius server. Selective URLs can be accessed during pre-authentication phase with Walled Garden support on Mobility Express in the Air OS 8.7 release. As well, social logins can also be supported on guest splash pages, providing greater flexibility for guest onboarding. These new enhancements, along with Lobby Ambassador, provide a complete solution for guest onboarding for any type of deployment. Security is always top of mind for any customer. Mobility Express helps you keep out the bad guys by securing the device, the air, and the network. With robust .1x AAA and ACLs, you can segment the network, set policies, and protect the network. Cisco Clean Air Spectrum Intelligence, which is available with AirOS 8.6 on 1K APs, and Wireless Intrusion Detection System combine together to detect rogue APs and clients and other interference sources. The system is smart enough to self-heal and self-optimize the air by changing the channels within seconds, ensuring the air is always clean and performance is optimized with minimal disruption. With enhancements in AirOS 8.8 MR1 and 8.8 MR2, you can now protect your devices through Umbrella and Identity PSK, called IPSK. Easily protect any device on your network in minutes using Cisco Umbrella integration with Mobility Express. Umbrella is easily deployed in minutes and requires no special security skills. It blocks requests to malicious domains and IPs before a connection is ever made, stopping threats to your network earlier. With the explosion of IoT, the number of devices connected to the Internet has increased multifold. With IPSK, you create unique, pre-shared keys created for individuals or groups of users on the same SSID. If a device or a group of users is compromised, you simply revoke access for those keys without affecting anyone else. This approach is a scalable solution where thousands of keys can easily be managed and distributed via the AAA server, while providing stronger security across the network. One of Cisco's biggest differentiators is the partnership between Apple and Cisco, and Mobility Express fully supports it. Through Cisco's partnership with Apple, your Apple clients can intelligently roam in your network. You can prioritize business-critical apps and get better insights into iOS clients through detailed analytics, which can significantly help narrow down client issues. Thus, with Cisco Mobility Express, you provide the best experience to your users with Apple devices. With every release of Mobility Express, we have added key enhancements, and we have a rich roadmap going forward as well. Some of the new features added with AirOS 8.7 and AirOS 8.8 are bidirectional rate limiting per client, per BSSID, and per wireless LAN. This allows small and medium business customers to enforce limits on upload and download bandwidth, and also to manage their costs. With the Schedule Wireless LAN feature, SMBs can shut down their Wi-Fi when business is closed and avoid exposing themselves to possible attacks on their network during non-business hours. With Efficient AP Join, we are eliminating the dependency on external servers to download software when a new AP joins the network. If that same AP is present in the network, the controller provides the software without going over a WAN. This provides a true plug-and-play deployment and simplifies deployments for small and medium businesses. With MDNS gateway support, teachers connected to a school's Wi-Fi can play content via AirPlay on Apple TVs that are on a different VLAN in the classroom. These and many more enhancements makes Mobility Express a very viable option for any deployment, whether it is an SMB or a larger enterprise customer deploying at scale. To summarize, Mobility Express can be deployed for a single site or across multiple sites, whether they are small and medium-sized businesses or distributed enterprises. Cisco Mobility Express is a simple, affordable, stable, and reliable solution designed for businesses of all sizes.